Hey guys, Aiden here. Today we're talking about the top 5 legends that are missing from the heavyweight division in Esports Boxing Club. And number 1 we're jumping in with is Muhammad Ali, of course, legendary greatest of all time heavyweight boxer, Muhammad Ali. I'm going to say that I would like to see the younger version of him, you know, the one where he was still floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee kind of version of Ali before he had to take time off due to the political stuff that went down during that era. I'm going to go on to number 2 now. We're going to talk about Mike Tyson. So another one of the greatest of all time fighters, they say, is Mike Tyson, the heavyweight. And I think he was much later on in, down the line in the 90s. But again, I want to get a young prime Mike Tyson. This one is a before prison Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, when he was sharp, when he was on it. And and obviously to go against Mike Tyson, we're going to have Mr. Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis as my number 3 and my number 4. So those two guys, I'm going to say Lennox Lewis I'd like to see, especially because he was quite recent. I mean, 2008 or 2007 I think he retired. Lennox Lewis, one of the greatest to do it from the British fighters in the heavyweight division. And of course Evander Holyfield is from the Mike Tyson era, and arguably Evander Holyfield may have even been the better boxer during that era. They did face each other roughly around when they were the same age, and it's just, with Mike Tyson's spotlight, Evander Holyfield never kind of got to shine in the same way. But Evander Holyfield, very, very good boxer as well, another heavyweight. And finally, talking about heavyweights with heavy fists, that's going to lead me on to George Foreman, and he's my number 5. And you know what, he might even be my number 1. I don't know, I'm a big fan of George Foreman. Never got to use him in Fight Night Champion because the Dr. Pepper thing never worked, so I'd like to see George Foreman added as well. So those are my top 5 heavyweight legends. Let me know what your list is, guys. So to reiterate, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, and prime George Foreman. Catch you guys in the next one. I'm Aiden, I'm out of here.